Alright, testing the sound. So, I'm not going to start drafting for 5 minutes just in case. I mean, I don't really think a lot of people are going to come anyway, but let's see. I'm trying to think about what my strategy should be going in here because we had a really bad draft last time. Let me see if I can get a window capture going on this. How do I do that? I can't get desktop capture to work for some reason. It's only letting me do specific windows, which is really annoying. Chrome. Is that working? No. Can't capture Chrome. Okay, forget it. But anyway, we went 0-2 in the last draft. Then again, a lot of it was just the mana screw. Like, pretty much all of the losses they took. One of them wasn't that like that with mana screw, but it was in the first game, the first match, the last game of that match, I got mana screwed, and then the second match, it was just 2 straight games of being mana screwed. Like, having 2 lands in the opening hand, mulligan, getting 2 lands in the mulligan hand, and then just not drawing land the whole time. I mean, when that happens, you really can't learn too much from it, I guess. I had enough lands in my deck. It's not like I should have added more land or something. So I don't know how good that deck was. It was a little bit of a finicky. I mean, it had a ton of solid removal, and I had a few win condition combos. I think it was a good enough deck. It just didn't get to play because of the mana. So, this gem thing is kind of annoying. Like, this competitive draft really eats up the gems if you don't win. That's why I was really frustrated when I didn't. You kind of have to win too, really, to get the gems. The gold, you can kind of grind the gold okay. Like, just playing, like, competitive, or playing on ladder or whatever with a constructed deck, you get a decent chunk of gold. 5,000 gold lets you play a quick draft. So, like, you pay gold to do a quick draft, and you can see you'd have to win pretty hard to get enough gems to do a competitive draft. So that's kind of my plan, I guess, is I'm just going to grind gold, use the gold on quick draft, use the gems on competitive draft. It's kind of unfortunate, like, quick draft is definitely fun, but I think the competitive draft is just so much more of a real game. The quick draft is kind of like, it can be so swingy based on you don't know what your opponent is running, and you kind of have to hedge your bet sometimes, or just accept, like, yeah, my deck is going to lose to this specific kind of deck, and there's nothing I can do. Once I see that it's that deck, I just like, yeah, I didn't plan. Whereas in a best 2 of 3, you can sideboard, and you can you know, you have ways to adapt, and you can think about that while you're doing your draft. So, all right, so we're gonna do competitive constructed. I'm gonna go ahead and open the first pack. I won't take the first pack, first pick until 9:30. But yeah. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Okay, sorry. Well, good thing I didn't mess that up. So here we go. So I want to make sure I win. Like, I need to be playing to win for sure here. And I think part of that is taking the really winning cards every time I can. I feel I was making a bit of a mistake with, like, committing to a color too early, for instance. And then saying, well, I'm this color, this is the best thing in this color, I might as well take this. And not really considering like, well, maybe I don't want to be this color. This is a bit tricky for me. Again, we have kind of... I feel like this is okay-ish, but not amazing. I think the problem with this card is you have to build around it, and I don't really like that as a pack one, pick one. This, again, you have to build around it. Convoke means I need a lot of tokens. Otherwise, this is just a very overpriced flying creature. There's no removal here. The bodyguard is pretty good, but I don't know. Like, is the bodyguard better than Dawn of Hope? Not really. I don't think so. Fuck. I might just take this and like. I'm not gonna like start building around it yet. We're gonna see if any build arounds that are actually worth doing come up. If not, we kind of took that to take it and as a hedge or something like that. The white would only really be good in Selesnya and Boros, I think. This is more of Selesnya. Yeah, you're good. Just you don't have to be too quiet. It doesn't matter that much. And my wife just came back. I like Pelt Collector. I think it's pretty solid. But again, I want to make sure I'm looking at the actual cards that are powerful. I don't really think I'm passing up anything too hard. Like if I take Pelt Collector, nothing else here really looks good. So there's that shitty wand that I had that lost me a game last time. I tried to sideboard it out, and I didn't hit the button on time, so I ended up drawing this instead of removal. Yeah, I guess it's Pelt Collector. So, like, assuming we're going Selesnya, I think Rosamund Centaur is pretty good. Convoke, basically just meaning we can get stuff out better. We can use our creatures to summon stuff. But again, like, here's the problem when we say stuff like this, is like, okay, if I'm committing to Selesnya right now because I got Dawn of Hope and Pelt Collector, I think these are above average cards, but they're not, like, they're not crazy good. Creator Maker is probably the best card in this pack right now. It's removal, it's an early play. Because a 2-mana 2/2, that's pretty average, but then it has the ability to like just remove something. So I think I'm still gonna take the Centaur though. I realize I'm kind of just doing the thing I said I shouldn't do, which is pass up good cards because I'm already committing to this color early. But the Wood Shaper would allow us to dig for Dawn of Hope. The problem with Dawn of Hope, I think, is like creating the 1/1 token for 4 is like, it's average. Whenever you gain life, it is very that's insanely situational and unlikely. I think Rock Charger is good. This is okay-ish. like this would synergize with Dawn of Hope, but I don't want to play too hard around Dawn of Hope, honestly. I think Rock Charger, this is something that can let our guys get through and do damage. Hosda Marshall is good versus Selesnya. I think the shield main is okay, but I think the Marshall is like just definitely way better. The problem with the Marshall though is like at least 2 other creatures attack, so you're really going for a very specific kind of deck here, and you have to have very specific stuff happening. But we need this to be able to convoke and do the stuff that Selesnya does. So let's try it. I've never played as Selesnya. I kind of want to do it just for the experience in some ways. I don't think this is ever really worth taking. This is not really good in our deck. This one is okay-ish. It's a 2/2 with an upside. Not bad. Situational removal. I'm really hesitant to take that. Whereas the Vine, I think, is actually better than you'd think. It can convoke. It can hold the fort for a while, and then I can sacrifice it to draw later on. So I think that's pretty good. I'm going to take that. Righteous Blow looks really good. It doesn't look, like on the surface it doesn't seem that good, but 2 damage is solid. It hedges against aggro. It can work as a combat trick. It's removal basically, and I'm playing colors that don't really get great removal, so I'm going to take that. Unicorn is really good actually. That's just totally solid. Because I can, you know, we're looking to get tokens if possible. This is also giving us tokens. This also, what's it called? Dawn of Hope could synergize really well. Like, with Sworn Companions would be good already with Dawn of Hope. But I think Inspiring Unicorns is just more of like our winning play type thing. Because the only thing is it has to attack to do the buff, so like it's only a 2/2, it's kind of vulnerable. But assuming you have like a wide board, it's really strong. This is a token generator. I almost wonder if I need to take this though, because like this can help Sworn Companions, like you play this on turn 1, this on turn 3 to get this guy going. Let's just hope we can get token generation later, and this is our payoff card for having the tokens in the first place. I really don't think Loxodon is good. Yeah, you can convoke it, but it's just like an overcosted thing. The gaining 4 life isn't that good. Hunted Witness kind of sucks. Like, it's a sticky minion. It gives you lifelink. It could power Dawn of Hope a little bit, but in my experience, people just don't kill it. I think Ceratok seems okay. It's not exciting, but maybe Guildgate. If we need the Splash Black for removal, I can see that happening. I think I'm going to do that. I'm trying to avoid taking these this is okay-ish type cards, and you know, if this is an okay card in the color we're running, but there's something else we could do, like, because every time I make a deck, I end up having like 12 cards I have to cut out, not including the other color cards. So I'm just taking garbage that I don't really need, and I need to think about the sideboard as well if I can. This is a good curve card. I need like a few 2-drop creatures, and this is one with an upside. I find this card kind of underwhelming. I just don't think it has enough damage. It can chump block, it can hold back kind of weakish flyers from putting in sustained damage. But I don't know. I don't think it's good enough. I think this is like more our speed. Okapi, I guess, is okay. I mean, this is a situation where, okay, is there something better in other colors? These aren't really what we... None of these black cards are really something we really want to run. Sure Strike is definitely better, probably, as a card, but we don't really want to splash red for a combat trick, so... and I don't think we're going to be going Boros at this point. Then again, we could. You know, we could end up being Boros if we saw a really good Boros card. How good is the Okapi? 3 mana, 3/2 with Vigilance. Not exciting, not great. Let's take the Sure Strike. I don't think I'll end up playing the Okapi, you know. Wow, this wheeled. We'll take that. Sideboard if nothing else. Okay, so we're hedging with Boros. I don't think either of these are actually good on Boros, so I guess we'll take the last one. I don't think this is good at all. This is a chump blocking card, basically. Okay then. Tajik is not really good. I mean, he's okay, but like, it's not a reason to go on the Boros by any means. I don't really like Necrotic Wound. I think this is a really underwhelming card. Another Righteous Blow. Crushing Canopy, okay for sideboard. We have a Guild Gate we might want. So we're really light on removal here. Selesnya in general just doesn't get a lot of removal. We're thinking of maybe splashing black if we can get good black removal coming up. So the question is kind of like, Healer's Hawk, synergize with Dawn of Hope. It's going to let me put some damage in. It can Convoke. It can heal a little bit. It can get buffed by the Unicorn. It can help with the Hazda Marshal. I think that sounds like a little bit convincing enough upside that I'm going to take this over over the other stuff. This is good. Cursory look at anything else that might be good. Did we already take one of these? No, we didn't. Yeah, I just think the Flower Flourish is quite good. It helps us mana fix. It means we don't have to prioritize taking the Guild Gates as much. And Flourish is a good finisher. This card again. Blade Instructor is okay, I think. We kind of want to be like doing the token swarm thing. Mentor is good to have, though. We can mentor the Hawk, for instance, or any other like 2 attack stuff we end up taking. I still don't think this is worth taking. I think this just fits the best. We're not passing up any removal, or I mean, this is technically a removal, but not really. There's Sworn Companions we could get. We're not passing up any removal if we take that. Hunted Witness isn't really good. So yeah, I think that's an easy pick here. Another Righteous Blow. Another Wood Shaper. Beacon Bolt is really good, but it's 2 colors. And it's a build around. You have to have a lot of instants and sorceries to make that work. Siege Worm, possible option here. I don't think it's very good though. Again, like, Convoke cards have to be overcosted on their base cost, otherwise it just becomes too good. But this specifically, it's only a 5/5. Like, it's a little bit over. I don't know. I don't think it's really what we want in the deck. Especially Righteous Blow is just better here. We need the removal when we can get it. Huh, that's pretty good. This is one of your win more cards though. Like, well, so I think the way to evaluate this is like gain X and draw X. That's always good. Plus the creatures get buffed. If I'm already winning, this can secure a win. If I'm losing, it can pull me back in the game. I think it's good in a situation where we're kind of even. I think it's also very good. So, and then like the only other thing I would take over this probably would be Righteous Blow. I might take that for the sideboard, but I mean, I'm not going to prioritize my sideboard over the main deck. So Camaraderie looks good here. The only downside with Camaraderie, I think, is that, you know, we kind of have like we're kind of thinking about doing a lowish curve here. You know, like a 4 mana, or Convoke 5 mana being the end of the curve, and this is like an end, more expensive thing, and you can't Convoke it either. But I don't know. How many guild gates do we really want? It's always tricky. Like, this needs 2 white. Nothing needs 2 green. We do already have flower. Because I'm looking here and thinking, like, the Dissonant is pretty decent here. Rosemane Centaur, I think I wouldn't mind having another one of those. Like, part of leveraging our tokens is being able to Convoke out some stuff. This is just a solid-ish Convoke thing. Basically, if you can Convoke 1 creature on it, it's, like, fair. If you can Convoke 2, it's undercosted, I would say. So, but you need to have both manas out. Dissonant is nice little curve. I think Dissonant's not that good though. The way you can buff it is so expensive. It generally is just a 2/2/2. I'll go with the Centaur, I guess. Maybe we'll pick up a Guild Gate later. I don't know. Well, this works too, I think. Is this good? It's really, really expensive, but it has hexproof. Generous Stray is always really good too. I think I'll take the District Guide though, because if I take this, I don't need to take a Guild Gate at all for Selesnya. There's another Marshal though. I really wouldn't mind having 2 Marshals. I think that can really power out the token synergy better than anything else. We already have one mana fixing card. The Golgari Guildgate is if we need to splash black. We don't have any Selesnya Guildgate, but this is a nice Convoke target. I just think it's the 5 health means it's probably going to die to some kind of trade or combat trick. Let's take the Marshal. There's a guild gate. I think at this point we take it. This is really nice for the sideboard, but I'm going to take the guild gate. I want to make sure I don't have mana problems and lose because of that. Second guild gate sounds good. Okay. I'm glad I didn't take that district guide, because that... No, I ended up in the guild gates anyway. I don't feel this is very good, but we have some potential red cards that we thought about. I think it's too late for Boros at this. We're halfway through the second pack. I don't think we're going to be suddenly going Boros anymore. We might still splash black, but I don't think we would put this in even if we were splashing. It's just like generic. I'll just take the worm, I guess. At this point, I'll take a witness. I don't think I'll play it, but we'll take it. I wasn't valuing this card very high because it's a 4 mana 2/1. It helps you find stuff you might need, so I might end up playing it. This is good for sideboard. Dissonant came back anyway. Another camaraderie. Wow. Some good choices in here, actually. The Indrik is actually really good, I think. It's removal in disguise, kind of. Another Sworn Companions would actually be solid, I think. Prey Upon is actually quite good. I mean, this is cheap removal that, with a number of downsides, basically. Basically, like, an Indrik is Prey Upon with the creature built into it. The only problem I'm having with Indrik right now is that it's quite expensive. Like, it's a 6 mana 4/4. And it's only worth that cost if you can have it fight something that it beats. Whereas if you know, like, camaraderie is always gonna get value. Well, it's not always gonna get value. You have to have creatures you have to have a lot of creatures out, so that's the problem with camaraderie. I don't think I can afford a second camaraderie. That's crazy. This is a win the game card, actually. Would we splash blue to play this? How many instants and sorceries do we actually have? I don't think we have a lot. 1, 2, 3. No, we don't have enough instant sorcery to make that work. So, this is good, but you would need 2 red. Doesn't really fit the deck that well either. I do think I already have, like, I think I have enough token generation so far, and enough, like, cheap dudes to play to make the Marshal trigger. This is, I think the Indrik is, like, maybe more important to take, so I'm going to take it. Skyline Scout is okay, maybe. The problem I have with Skyline Scout is, like, paying 2 mana to give it flying is kind of you're basically, like, not curving. Like, if you don't draw anything else, it's fine, I guess. But if you, like, if you have other creatures you want to play, it's just a 2/1. Like, a 2 mana 2/1 isn't good. It's only good if you make it fly. It can help for Convoke, though. The other choices would be some vanilla creatures. How many 3-drops do we have? I think we have plenty of 3. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 3-drop creatures. How many 4-drops do we have? 1. Just 1. The thing is, I don't think we want a ton of 4-drops, and I don't think that a 4/3 is really, like, the stat allocation we're looking for here. Although maybe it is, I don't know. How much do we need to convoke? Because, like, so far we can convoke out a Loxodon. Who cares? I don't even know if I want to play the Loxodon. So we don't really have anything to convoke as far as I can see. Oh, we have the 2 Rosemane Centaurs. That's something. I'm going to consider these 4 drops, basically. So I think we don't need a Ceratok. We're going to run both of those. I'll take the Scout. Okay. Luminous Bonds is looking pretty clear here. This is our hard removal. It's the only hard removal we've even seen. So yeah, we'll take that. It's not technically hard removal. If I'm looking at a creature that does something like that has some really strong effect, like on card text, and it doesn't matter if it's tapped or not, or something like that, then I'm not quite getting it. I really like the Guild Mage. I think being able to add Trample for just 1 mana is really nice. This can also convoke. It's another creature. But I think second Luminous Bonds, we just have to take that. We have 2 Righteous Blow and 1 Luminous Bond so far, and that's really it. So we just have to prioritize removal at this point. A second Healer's Hawk doesn't really feel good to me. But I don't like cards like this. The problem with enchantments like these are that you put it on a creature and then suddenly when they use removal on you, they just got a 2-for-1. They spent 1 card and took away 2 of your cards. But with cards like in a deck like this though, that buff can win you the game for sure. It's just how many, like, it's hard. I think what I need to practice a lot more is like imagining how my win condition is going to play out. You know, we could definitely win the game by having like Marshall, Healer's Hawk, attack, make tokens, convoke out some 4/4, win the game. Whereas this is just kind of not that good. And there's not really anything else in here I want to take, so I'll just take the Hawk, I guess. Prey Upon is okay. We've got Selesnya Locket. I don't think the Lockets are good, honestly. I've already got 2 Guild Gates. Drawing cards is nice, but for 4 mana, it's kind of steep. 4 mana plus you've invested 3 just to play it, so yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't think this is a good card. This is good. Do we splash red to play a Crater Maker? Crater Maker and Shore Strike? No, I don't think so. Demotion is okay. I'll take that. I don't know if I'm going to run it, but I'll take it. Prey Upon, I'll take Prey Upon. Another Sprouting Renewal. Oh, that's the other Convoke we had, yeah. I don't think this is all that good. Nah. A second. The thing with this card is, like, you're paying 3 mana for a 2/2 with Vigilance, which is okay-ish, I guess. It's a little bit overcosted. But you can Convoke it, and you can also use it to destroy artifacts or enchantments, so that's fine. I don't think I'm going to run a lot of them, but... Okay, Sworn Companions. I have 1 of these, I think. Do I have 2 or 1? 1. I wouldn't mind having 2. I don't think the Recluse is the way to go here. At this point, though, I will take the Recluse, maybe as a sideboard or something. Another Vine. Enchanted Vigil, or Candlelight Vigil. We have one Portcullis Vine. It's not something I really want to have two of in my deck. So, like imagine I'm against heavy Boros aggro. How good is this really that I would want two of them versus just having my one drops that can do stuff come out, that can trade. I'll take the Vigil. I might not need it or use it, but whatever. This is terrible. I don't think this is really worth playing. This is just so overcosted. Gird for battle, I guess, yeah. Okay. So, we kind of didn't do the thing I said. We have to cut 15 cards because this is the only thing out of our color we took. Maybe we're going to have a better sideboard. I'm not sure about that, though. This is a sideboard card. I thought I took two of those, but I guess not. Okay, whoops. How many creatures are in there? 21, that's too many, I think. So we want to, let's go do a pass and take out our weakest creatures straight up. I forgot we had a rock charger, huh? So, one thing I'm looking at here is we don't have any real late game, but really, like, looking at this deck, do we need it? I think we should be just kind of all-inning on tokens. I don't think the worm fits the deck. It's tempting to say something like, well, you know, it's nice to have something at the end of the curve. It's nice to have a big thing you can play at the end. But the problem is in a deck where you need to be getting momentum going straight up, you draw that card, it's just a dead card in most games. Okay. I kind of like Gird for Battle because in a token deck like this, it can allow us to make attacks. I do think combat tricks are going to be more important than normal in this deck. I think Pelt Collector is pretty great. Dawn of Hope is questionable, I think. Whenever you gain life, we have another healer sock we could put in. There's a these have lifelink, so I think that's reasonable. Like, I think it's reasonable to leave it in. In late game, it can be a mana sink for generating more tokens and stuff like that. This is. I'm really glad I took this. I think it's gonna function for win condition. This is probably not worth playing, honestly. If we've made it to turn 4 and we don't have like, and I say turn 4, but you know, if assuming you draw all your land, it could be turn 4, turn 5. Do we really want to be playing a 2-1 on this turn just to draw something that we think we need? I don't think so. I think this deck is like winning early or it's not winning. And that makes me wonder about like Indrik and Camaraderie. Camaraderie can function as like a refill if we get close and we're kind of stalling out and we need like more gas. Indrik, I feel like Indrik is just too expensive. Like, how many creatures are in the deck now that we've cut stuff? 12? That's not really a lot anymore. I guess no, that's not really an accurate number because we have stuff like we have 2 Sworn Companions, we have Sprouting Renewal, so it's more like 15. That's fine. And what else might I cut? I think Demotion is fine and like important because we might need to just shut a creature down to push damage through. Maybe Portcullis Vine is going to stay as a sideboard for aggro. This might be a sideboard card, honestly. I think it is. Maybe I cut Indrik. I took it because I wasn't getting removal. Now I already have like some solid removal in the deck, so I think we're okay with not having an Indrik. Okay, let's look at the mana base real quick. The deck is... I only have 3 green cards left, really? Oh, because it's not counting the multicolor. 7-ish. I feel like this 2 Guildgate, 4 Forest. My problem with that is we have 2 of these these 2 cards we really want to be able to play as a 1-drop if we can. And only having 4 Forest feels sketchy for that. Then again, we also have a lot of white stuff that we want as a 1-drop. Inspiring Unicorn needs 2 planes. 11, 15, 16, 17. That's about the... Maybe I just do like 1 more forest and 1 less plains. There's probably even an argument to cut a land entirely, but I'm not going to. So 15, 16, 17. Alright. Let's go with this. Turn the sound off. And here was the problem with not having that. This is what I was worried about, is I would get Pelt Collector and not be able to play it. But I'm going to keep it because I can play Healer's Hawk. If we do draw Forest, we'll be able to play Pelt Collector. So if I do this now, I can get a forest, but I could just do it next turn and do it as well, so maybe we're going to draw the forest and we won't need to use it. Might as well get this thing swinging. Okay. this no good. Well, here we've got we have the option of bluffing. We didn't draw forest, but let's like attack here and see if we can bait out the block. Oh no, he can't block it because he doesn't have flying. Never mind. So so we're gonna search for a forest then. I could take a guild gate, but I want to play this Pelt Collector right now, so it wouldn't make sense to take a guild gate. Oh wait, no, I can't. You can only search for basic. It sucks because if I had played this first, it would have been. Oh no, that wouldn't have buffed it because it's just a 1/1. Never mind. This is one of the stronger cards in the format. Just because Surveil is just free. You just get Surveil for free. Like, everything does Surveil. Okay, he's gonna kill the Pelt Collector, I assume. Do we have a way to kill this? We do, but it's really not pretty at all. We could just use Luminous Spawns on it. No, we can't. See, this is the problem with Luminous Spawns. We can Luminous Spawns it, but then it can just use its ability and kill the Belt Collector. We could Gird for battle and then use Prey Upon, which is not good really because we'd be using 2 cards to remove a card. This would give us some damage right now. Okay, we're gonna just attack first. Oh, what? Shit, that's not an instant. Fuck me, man. So, I think to salvage this, I have to use Prey Upon now. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. So I'm just, like, fucked here. That was just really bad. For some reason, I thought this was an instant. So I just, like... Let's say I was bluffing. I was bluffing that I had a combat trick. Okay. Well, I'm happy he did that, honestly. Sort of. I can Luminous Bonds it, and then I'll at least get, like, some value back, because he will still be able to sacrifice it and kill something, but he's not going to be able to attack for 4, and he's going to lose that card effectively. So sure. And then we can't really do anything other than attack here. Really big misplay on that Pelt Collector. Like, we had I do think there was a high likelihood he was just going to sack this on the Pelt Collector, but as you can see, we ended up having to use a card on it. Maybe he would have just been dead. It would have just been a trade. So it's really bad. There's no real pressure on us right now, but this deck needs to be actually like throwing threats down. This is solid. We don't want to play the unicorn because he'll just pop it with a Crater Maker. We could Sworn Companions right here, but like that just gets blocked by the Phantasm. So I just want to put this big thing down. Wait, can I actually do that? 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah. So now if we wanted, we could use Prey Upon to take out the Phantasm to clear the path to attack. Which with the Marshal now I think is looking like something we want to do. The Marshal is also going to hopefully bait out the Crater Maker so we can play the Unicorn. So yeah, we're going to Prey Upon here. I think he might still be able to combat trick this to fuck me, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure on how that works. Okay, so there's a risk here of flooding the board. Like, he might have the card that does 1 damage to everything, which would just completely fuck us if we play both of these. But I think it's a winning play to do it. Like, it would kill our Hawk too. What? What happened? What? I'm confused. How did he kill the thing? Am I missing something? Colorless mate. What? Okay. I honestly don't know what happened. How did he do that? What am I missing? 2 damage to target creature. So he killed my... He killed my 4... Oh, because they fought, right? So he took 2 damage from Prey Upon. Okay, that makes sense. That's fine, though. So here... I think we just play the Marshal. We're really weak to a clear. Maybe we play the Unicorn here. Yeah. And do we attack with the tokens? I'm going to attack with the tokens, honestly. Like, if he blocks it, I'm happy. And now we're going to play the Unicorn. I'm playing the Unicorn mostly because if, we could play the Marshal too. Let's do it. I don't want to try to have to play around that if he has the card that does kills all the tokens, then he's gonna probably win anyway. If he doesn't have it right now, he's just kind of dead, I think. I don't think there's a really good option other than that card. I suspect he would have used it anyway. Had he drawn it earlier, like, or if he had it, he probably would have used it to kill the stuff he had earlier. Good for battle is okay here. Clearly, I'm not gonna block that. The lifelink is definitely annoying though. Rock Charger is good. Good-ish. So I'm not going to Gird here. I think I need to save that as like a combat trick. Get more value for it later. Just develop the Charger. This helps hedge against, well, not really that much, because he killed the Unicorn. Like if he does get the kill all if he gets the 1 damage to all creatures, I'll have a rock charger and nothing else and an empty hand, so that would be good. That doesn't really bother me. Like, that was one of the best cards that could have been discarded. Like if I was holding on to something really strong and he did that, it would be quite good for him, but as is, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. This lifelink is going to make the race take really long. 1, 2, 3, but I'm getting more damage every time and he's not. And I'm getting more lifelink too. Three, 4, 5. I'm going to hold on to this because he's shown that he has discard stuff. If he wants to do that again to me, not this card specifically, but some cards where you get to choose, where I get to choose what I discard, it's good to have a land in hand, so I don't lose a good card. The other way to play around that, though, is simply to never have your hand empty. Okay. Do I ever block that? I don't think so. I don't think my life total actually matters at this point. I think the more important thing is having more tokens. But then again, 3, 4, 5. Now we're in a bad spot because he's got more damage and more lifelink and we're drawing land instead of stuff. But we have no way to kill it either, so it's just kind of a stalemate, really. I will play another land here, though. The other thing this does is it makes him think I might be holding something, like removal. If I had removal, I would use it, but maybe I'm holding a combat trick. Maybe I'm holding a bomb and I don't have any mana for it. So our enchantment that... Oh my god, please. Our enchantment that draws this card anytime we gain life would be awesome here. Camaraderie would be awesome here. What else would be good? Any removal? Great. I mean, fortunately, single target removal isn't really going to get him there. But this stalemate situation we have is like he's winning it, right? Each time we trade attacks like this, he's coming out 1 point ahead of me. So something needs to break the stalemate, and he's got a beacon bolt that he can use again. So if I do play something beefy, he can just pick it off. Jesus Christ. Or I can just keep trying that forever, I guess. I guess the thing I need most is just one removal spell. That's like all I want. I'm not going to play that. I'm going to make him think I have something. Like, what would I have and not play, really? There we go. Well, this is going to be sick. He might be able to counter that, actually. Fuck me, man. It's so frustrating. I don't think... Like, I should have waited, though, because, the only way the waiting would have worked is, like, if he ended up playing something really big, and then his mana was all tapped out. That only took 3 mana. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of... It sucks, though. That would have won me the game, for sure. Now we need, no, let's just do that either. You can just jumpstart that again if you didn't get a good draw. Now we just need removal. And the problem with needing removal is like, we need removal because we're lucking out and he's not developing. Okay, there we go. This is ridiculous that we just keep trying to land like this. So I can't block her. She's going to eat my creatures. I can't really attack anymore. I think I just lost. I can attack with 2 creatures every turn. He's just gonna beacon. He can beacon bolt my face, right? No, it's only to a creature. Okay. If he has any burn, I'm dead. I mean, I can chump block, but you know, this has reached a point where now, even if I do draw removal, it's not going to win me the game. Camaraderie was far and away my best draw. And it's gone now, so that's okay. Jesus Christ, okay. Why not? Do I chump block? I think I do. I mean, sacrificing a token to take 6, probably necessary. The problem is this is going to eat away stuff too. So like you can see, I'm not going to have anything left if I don't get like an excellent draw right now. Not excellent, but I can at least cycle it. Unfortunately, I can't cycle it right away. Just throw that out. You can't pick it off with the goblin either. Do I all attack here? I think I attack with 2. Right? Oh, I just realized his Eater of Dreams actually dies. Where is she? She goes, I misread the card somehow. I don't even know where it is. It comes back, so it keeps coming back, and it always comes out and eats a guy, and then it goes away, I think. I don't know where it went to, though. Okay. So he's attacking here. If I block this, I actually cannot risk losing the vine, so I'm not going to block it. Like, I think he could also sacrifice and kill the vines, because I have to use this to draw a card and make a hedge against drawing 2 lands or whatever. But knowing my luck, I'm probably just going to draw another land. Not terrible. I do not believe we can afford to keep the wall up. The wall would be nice to chump block with or something, but we need to draw. We need to get another card, yes. It's probably another land. And as you keep drawing land, it becomes less likely that you're going to draw more land. Okay, that's alright, I guess. We're not out of this entirely. He is at 28 health though. So this is never going to kill the Child of Night. It can kill a Creator Maker, which doesn't really matter. Maybe it kills the Guild Mage. Pretty shit. Like, one of the weakest cards we could have drawn here. I'm gonna have to just do that now. Like, we could have blocked everything onto the Child of Night and done that, but I don't think losing all of our tokens is going to win us the game. I'll let 2 through. So 34. Oh, can't let me fire. He can play that straight again. Another righteous blow. Okay, we lost. So, sideboarding. Is there anything that would have really, really helped there? The Indrik would have been okay. He had these righteous blows ended up not being very good. But I don't think I can bias too much about that. Like, I do think we want a little bit more late game though, if possible. Maybe the Indrik can work its way in somewhere. This was not an instant, so I'm gonna take that out. I thought it was an instant. It makes it a lot worse knowing that you have to show it before you attack. That makes it much less useful than I thought it was. I guess that's all I'm gonna do. We did get really pretty unlucky flooding out on lands toward the end there, but we made some other mistakes, so this is a really solid looking camaraderie. Not good in the opening hand, but we should be able to do stuff. It's a little bit sketchy because Hasda Marshall early, sure, it feels good, but he can just kill it. He has a lot of stuff that can kill it, and we don't have any creatures to follow up with. There's a consideration for playing the Guild Gate right now, but we don't have a 2-drop anyway, so I'm just going to throw this guy down. Like something like Deadweight would be really good on it. So now we don't have a 2-drop anyway, so we just play the Guild Gate and attack. We get to play Blade Instructor, which is going to mentor the Marshal on the next turn. Though I will be very surprised if he doesn't just remove this somehow. The Goblin would be great. Yeah, there he goes. Well, I think Sworn Companions clearly seems a little bit better, because if I play this, he's, well, maybe I play this and he chooses between them. The question is, like, if I play Sworn Companions, he's just going to kill this for sure. Whereas if I play this, he might kill this. But I think this is, like, more valuable, probably. So, I don't attack. And I just play Sworn Companions. I think he's just forced to do that. And trading his 2-drop for my 1-drop. I mean, our next draw is also really important. Okay, wait, what's he doing here? I guess he's just going to sack it after he attacks. Yeah. That's fine. Not the greatest draw, but it's not bad because we're very likely to be able to get our attacks in. next turn with a Blade Instructor. Because if he plays some like if he plays like a Phantasm to block or whatever, we can just demote it and start pressing for damage. The big downside to this hand currently is that we have nothing like to add in. If we draw a land, we still can't do anything with it. If we draw, oh, Jesus Christ! All right, how good is demotion on this guy? Whenever it deals combat damage to a player. So demotion pretty much shuts it down, right? Yeah, because it's not going to damage me. And then I've got Dawn of Hope, which is great. Unfortunately, I don't have the mana to draw with it, but no reason not to play it. I perhaps should have considered using Flower just to play a land so that I could Camaraderie sooner, but I want to actually have Flourish open as an option because we have a card draw engine already here. He's got a lot of removal, so the problem he's facing right now is that, yeah, he wants to remove... What? Oh shit, that just stops it from blocking. Okay, I'm retarded. Yeah, sorry. I shouldn't say retarded, but I think it was still worth maybe doing that. I don't know. This is really annoying card. Okay, this is a bit sketchy here. So, we want to kill this, if possible. So attacking and hoping that he blocks it. Oh no, that doesn't work. He's not going to be. We can't kill it. So there's no reason to attack then. So I can't use this anyway. I could use it to create a token, but that doesn't make any sense when I can just do this. I think we got a Flower here. We need to try to work into Camaraderie when possible. Sword Companions. And I think we're going to be chump blocking the agent. I'm not letting him draw cards. If he surveils here, I'm going to chump block with the token because it's oh, I guess I could have held 1 mana open to draw a card here. Because if I chump block, I can still draw a card with a lifelink. I could also double block and kill it. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, he's got Vapors. I guess he's sideboarded in, probably. Which, obviously you do that, right? But that's really bad for me. Yeah, so... now I don't chump block, I guess. Like, it really sucks letting him draw a card like this, but this is my... If I block here, I can't draw a card with this. If I don't draw, like... Camaraderie is not even good anymore. Oh, fuck, man. 1 more mana. 1 more mana. Well... I mean, we attack. And we could consider making another token, but no, I think like we just need to draw another land straight up. There we go. Oh, we can actually token here. So the Indrik can take out the agent. I'm probably going to chump block it, just so he doesn't draw another card. He's got some serious card advantage over me. I have to take it away. Okay. So Indrik doesn't even kill her. Really, the Darkblade agent is the threat. This is annoying as hell. She's eventually gonna kill me. This is the second token or counter she's gonna put on me. Camaraderie doesn't do shit here. The Indrik is gonna die when but I can't not play it. I might not even be able to draw a card here because if I play Indrik, I don't have the mana for it. But I think I just have to kill that Darkblade agent straight away. Yeah. So, no attack. God damn it. Fortunately his health is really low, so you know, we have some stuff we can do for sure too. It's just that he's gonna kill the Indrik now. This is an even trade. I don't have cards in hand. To actually draw a card, I have to attack. This is good, but no, it's not really good actually. It would have been good earlier. Okay, so we just gotta attack and draw. Does he block it? Probably not. Oh, okay. Oh my god. He blocked out my draw, so now I don't draw anything and my dude dies. Yeah, great. It's crazy too, this card's not even good. Like, okay, yeah, come on. Like, Marshall doesn't even... I mean, I say it doesn't really do anything, but it's not like I can play it and hopefully Camaraderie next turn for very weak value. It does buff them at least. But he's drawing like crazy and I'm not really. Oh, great. This is like deja vu from the last time. And this is a sorcery, so I can't like trick him with well, actually +1/+1 wouldn't allow me to kill that anymore anyway, so. I do have a lot of potential. I suppose I could have blocked that to draw right now. Wouldn't have been terrible to do, because then I would have the mana all fresh next turn. It's just that losing that guy right now I can actually attack, assuming he doesn't play anything. It's a free attack. Okay. So do we have the mana to do both? Yeah, we just enough. We can... Let's draw first with the Soldier, with the Dawn of Hope, and then we're going to draw with Camaraderie. Although, maybe I should have played Camaraderie first because I could have buffed my attack. Now it's just kind of irrelevant. So he's going to kill this just to prevent my draw. Or wait, is that right? Yeah, yeah. Do I Camaraderie for one draw and one life? No, I don't think so. I just have to keep creating the threat of the lifelink. He's at least wasting resources on it. Oh, I can do it twice. I didn't realize that. Like, if he's going to Hypothesis a 1/1 token, that's pretty good for me. Of course, like, this state of the game is not very good for me in general. I could still win, though, I guess. I am not going to chump block that. I get so much benefit if I can actually attack with 3 dudes. I'm assuming I won't be able to. He's going to do something to prevent it, but... okay, that's going to win in the game next turn. Because I have... these have hit counters on them, so as soon as this attacks, I lose the game. So I need, what do I specifically need? The 2 removal spells. So let's look at this here. If I play Camaraderie, I will not have the mana available to remove. So we just have to attack and then draw with this and hope we draw removal. That's like all we can do. He shouldn't be able to stop my draw this time. I can draw twice apparently, okay. Decline, no. That's not it. That's not it either. Okay. Well, wait a minute. This costs... Can we pray? No, Prey Upon doesn't do the damage we need. God damn it. So if they own 3 or more exiled cards with hit counters on them, I lose the game. So I lose the game here. Am I missing anything here? Is there anything I can do? No. I just didn't get my removal. That sucks. Still playing Guilty Gear? No. Like, I'd really like to play it, but what happened is my, I had a kid like a year ago, and I had to quit my job. I'm just full-time with the kid now, and my wife is going back to school. So I don't have any free time anymore. He goes to bed at 7 p.m. and I can do stuff until like 11, 12, and then I need to go to sleep because he wakes up at like 6. And that's on weekends too. Like, I don't get a weekend. So to really play a fighting game for me, I have to be able to go play in a local scene. I need to be able to like play offline and not just online. And I moved to Harrisburg, and I don't think there's even a scene here. So it's just not worth it to me to only play it online. But I do really miss fighting games. Like I wish I could still play. Okay, let me look at my deck before I go into this next one. I think we decided Gird for Battle was bad. Do we have any cards that like that last game? We just could not. We're not able to close out anything. It feels like maybe Dissonant would be better than something. Better than what? We needed to draw Luminous Bonds last time. It would have shut down that stupid card that went in the game. Yeah, it's fun to have a kid. Like, I definitely enjoy it. It's just you really have to change your priorities and stuff like that. You can't be like really into fighting games, at least when the kid's this age. The Vine is it wasn't good last time, but I think it's good against aggro. The fact that it can cycle itself is just kind of like worth keeping in. We were really hurting for card draw, but we don't actually have more card draw available here. Maybe the Hunted Witness would be better than like the Healer's Hawk. I don't know. The Healer's Hawk helps the Dawn of Hope. Maybe I'm gonna put one Loxodon in there. He would have been good last time. I just have to figure out like if Skyline Scout I don't think would have been that useful. The Indrik, I just feel that Indrik is so expensive. It just never. By the time it's like doing 4 damage to something. It is good though. Maybe I can cut one more thing. Demotion's pretty situational. Righteous Blow is not doing as well as I wanted it to. I don't know, let's keep it like this. I'm going to keep that Indrik as a sideboard card. It's just kind of like, you know, if I change my deck too much based on that last match and then I go up against aggro, those changes are going to hurt me. Like, putting the Indrik in against aggro is really bad. And there's a lot of aggro in this format, although most people end up being Dimir. I don't think the Indrik is super good against Dimir either, though. Oh my god, really? Well, that's unkeepable. Like, yeah, this is really bad. Mulligan. Oh, shit, man. This is brutal. I don't think this can be kept. Like, yeah, we get a Hawk out, and then we don't draw land, and we're dead. Fuck, man. Alright, I mean, I can't mulligan any more than that. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. But we got our removal at least. No planes, by the way. No Guilty Gear. Yeah, I just talked about that. I had a kid. I can't really play. So, like, if I can't play offline, I'm not going to play. Because the thing with having a kid, it's like, the only break I get is when he takes a nap and when he goes to sleep for the night. And, okay, so we're in a situation here where, like, we're not in a good spot. but we don't want to like blow our removal on a 2/2. The thing is, I think the play here is to search for the planes so we can do more stuff. We can play a unicorn if we need to. But yeah, like I have no free time, and he takes a nap like maybe an hour and a half in the middle of the day. You can't do much with that other than chill out. I think, okay, we'll Red just blow this. I forgot I could do that. It's not just a combat trick, we can just kill stuff. Oh, but then he can buff it, can't he? Or no, he can only buff it pre-combat. So I have like, he goes to bed at 7 o'clock, and then I get like, you know, a few hours at night. And then like, on the weekend it's the same thing. Like it's not like I get a weekend off or something like that. I don't get a big day off. So to like play fighting games, I would have to make my wife like take, you know, like, hey, can you take him for like 5 hours so I can go play games? Like it's just not possible. And if there was a meetup that started at like 8 p.m. and went until midnight or something, I could probably go to that. It's just, oh god damn it. I was going to use Prey Upon, I think. Now I'm just kind of in a tough spot here. We, I guess it's okay. This is a good stall or something. We don't really want to blow Luminous Bonds yet. Like, you have to assume he's going to put down a bigger threat than these. And when he does, we're going to want... Okay, let me think about this. Can he pump it still? If I block, can he just suddenly pump it? I'm going to assume no. And block. Because he didn't do that last... He could have done it... Okay, I guess he can do that. Cool. So there goes... Okay, this is a good draw, I guess. Not really, but it's okay. It's better than another land, I guess. Does he have a counter? No, okay. So this thing can pump itself after you decide to block it. That's really annoying. So, you know, I could chump it and then... Oh, god damn it. He's got Vapors. Okay, in his main deck, not in his sideboard. Just chill in the main deck. Well. It's not looking good. Then again, like... Okay, something like this is a solid pickup. So I'm asking myself, if I play this right now, he might kill it. And then I can't use Prey Upon with it. Whereas, like, if I wait, I might be able to put it out and Prey Upon right away. But I think I'm taking too much, like, I'm just not doing anything, and I need to have something on the board. I don't want to just take 2 damage. And if I don't have something on the board, he might just like pump this up to 6/6 and attack. Oh god damn it. Well, Prey Upon on this is very good. We might just Luminous Bonds it even. This is going to be a threat soon. We can no longer use Prey Upon on that. So, looking at the current board state, we have the option of taking out 2 things. I think we're looking at Prey Upon right here and Luminous Bonds right here. I think that's all we can do. We could wait to use Luminous Bonds on this guy. My only fear is that if I don't do it right now, he might... Well, let's wait. Can I do... I'll wait. But yeah, he can surveil this and like one more surveil, yeah, like that, and now this can attack. So now I will use limited spawns. I didn't understand if I can do this right now or not, or if I have to wait till my turn. That's why I was hesitant. And unfortunately, if I'm wrong, I'm going to take 5 damage that I shouldn't have taken. Let's see. God damn it. Alright. Okay, and I was wrong, so I can't use this until it's my turn, so that's really bad. So that was a big misplay. We should be at 15 health, and we're not. This shade is going to become a really big problem because he can just pump it. Assuming he doesn't get any good draws, he just pumps the shade and kills me. Or he can just keep getting good draws. That works too. I don't know why he did that. I'm just going to sack this clearly. Oh, I guess because he just wanted a 3-2-1 board. That makes sense. I would have just pumped the shade more though. Okay, so if I block the shade, my dude dies. So I'm not going to block. But now I'm going to take 3 damage instead of 2. And then I draw a land. I'm just going to hold the land so that he thinks I might have something. I mean, clearly I don't, but I'm going to chump block the Platecrafter, I guess. Or maybe I have to chump, I don't know. He can do 2, 3, 4, 5. He can pump this up to a 4-4. So I guess I block this. He only has to pump it once now, which is annoying, but it saved me 1 damage, which probably isn't going to matter. Oh, okay, that's a little bit late, but I'll take it. Okay, never mind, I'm done. So that sucked. Let me think about this. I'm feeling like this deck isn't really that good. Although we mulliganed down to like 5, and our 5 card hand was terrible. So I can't really, you know, we just did not get a good hand. So let's see. This thing doesn't really seem to do much, to be quite honest. We want, like... We'll take the Indrik, I guess. So let's get a good hand, maybe. The thing is, his deck has like a bunch of walls in it, so our token swarm strategy isn't gonna... Tokens are pretty good against walls, though, actually. Alright, maybe we can Convoke out the Centaur. I'm not gonna mulligan this hand. I've had such bad luck with mulligans, it would feel crazy to give up a hand where I have 4 lands and stuff that I can play. So with Sworn Companions, this is a 3-drop. So we play this on 3, this on 4. Assuming we don't draw any better options. It's a bit slow, but his deck is not super aggressive either. That's a good pickup. I'm liking this. This game looks a lot better. We didn't see a lot of his deck. We don't know if he has even better threats than we saw The Watcher in the Mist was really scary. So we know, like, generally what's worth using removal on, generally. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so play our land, play our Centaur. Can he counter that? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, fun. I'll just do it again next turn and hope he doesn't have another counter. He kept the mana open, Jesus Christ. Like, it's such a tricky thing here where he did nothing. Do I think he's just gonna try to counter me again? If so, I'm gonna play Rock Charger just to hedge a little bit. Like, go ahead and play a counter on this and let me get the Centaur out. This at least lets me start putting more pressure on as well. Oh, actually I can play the Centaur too. Would he have countered the Rock Charger? Probably not. But I need to do it, man. Like, the Indrik is playable next turn if I draw my next land. This is not worth using Luminous Bonds on at all. But I'll Indrik it if I get the mana for it. That's annoying. There's the... okay. So, this right now is a smaller threat, but this is going to grow into a bigger threat, which makes me feel like I should Indrik this right now. Alternatively, I could Indrik this now and save Bonds on it. I think he has so many threats, like Bonds are going to be good if he plays a bigger threat. I don't want to have to use Luminous Bonds on this. I can just kill this with my creatures, hopefully. So we're going to hope he doesn't have a counter available, obviously, but let's do this. Because once this starts growing, I'm not going to be able to use an Indrik on it. Okay, that's fine. So he prevents me from killing the Phantasm, but he used an entire card just to save his card, so that's a 2-for-1. Card advantage in my favor. What? Oh, yeah, so now I don't want to do it, I guess. If I attack with the Centaur, he can double block and kill it. Oh, I can do the flying attacks, yeah. That's cool. Is that really worth it for him? Trading his wall for my token? I guess it's worth it. You're getting a 3/2 as well. But it doesn't seem that good to me. So tough decision here. I can just keep attacking with these two, and that's really solid damage. If I were to use Luminous Bonds, probably on the Phantasm, I could attack with the Centaur as well, but like that starts to get really sketchy because he double blocks or whatever. Let's like just put on the... I think having this attack available is like really good. And I don't think we need to get too greedy. Putting 5 damage every turn with removal in hand feels good to me. Subjecting the Indrik to a possible double block is kind of sketchy feeling. Like, because right now we have a situation where he really can't attack. He doesn't have any good attacks. What's he gonna... What do I think he's representing here? He might have the Vapors out or something. As far as I can see, this is just giving me lethal. Sort of. I'm just gonna... I'm not even gonna chump, am I? Maybe I'm gonna chump. Or just don't block. I just don't block here. Fuck it. Because now my attacks are looking really... Okay, I guess that's what I get it. So I can't really attack with everything because it's not going to kill him. Wait, I can Luminous Bonds on the Phantasm. And it just puts 1 extra damage in, right? Or wait. Yeah, that doesn't do a lot. So let's just do the attack we've been doing, I guess. Oops. Is that... Yeah. I think I misread this card a little bit. It's really not that good. Getting +0, +1. It's like, okay. I just have to hold this. So he's gonna kill my Rock Charger, I guess. Using the Necrotic Wound. Which prevents my attacks. Though I think... What do I use Luminous Bonds on here? I think I Luminous Bonds the Phantasm and just all attack, right? Maybe this is... Maybe he's fucking something up too. Okay, there it goes. Oh, so he's got a bounce and a kill. Interesting. I mean, I think we just take that out right now. He's out of cards. Now, the attack is looking kind of scary. He doesn't have a lot of mana up. We know he can kill something. I would kill the Centaur, clearly. So I attack with stuff, and then nothing good really happens, right? Am I wrong here? I put 1 damage through at least. No. I think the problem is if I all attack, he's gonna get some kind of really favorable trades, and I might just end up with like these two with I mean, one of them's gonna die right now to this, but what? What did he use that on? Did I miss something here? What the fuck? I'm so confused. What did he kill? Okay, I guess he he didn't think he could win, so he did that. He killed a token, right? Like, I just was so not expecting to see that it just like blew my mind. Okay. So the Indrik and Loxodon both ended up being good. I need to pee though. I'll be right back. I think I decided this one card wasn't that good. The one that I played, 10th. This isn't that good. I think the Dissonant's a little bit better. Did he have a lot of enchantments that were scary? No. The Skyline Scout might be a good play too, because that he just had no answers to the flying. What would I cut? I'm not going to put in. I don't think I see something I can cut. Because the thing with that, like a 2/1 that can fly, is much better than the 1/1, obviously. But having to pay 2 mana every single turn just to make it fly is kind of a heavy cost. This is a pretty sketchy hand. I think I do have to keep it though, just because I know I'll be able to play these guys. And anything I draw into that's on low curve is going to make the hand keepable, I would say. The risk, obviously, is that I just start... And he's kind of slow. Like, he's got these walls and shit. He doesn't really... He's not aggro by any means. And getting the Hawk down early, it's not insane. But, like... It's a 2-point life difference every attack. And these walls do nothing to it. Okay, I feel like Flourish is really overcosted. I'm not sure, but like 2+2+2 is... I guess it's because it's situational. Like, in a certain situation, it's amazing. Alright, Blade Instructor coming down. I have to be really careful here. He has the Fittic Vapors. Like, if he has the Vapors and I do this, he plays it for sure. But, like, my next play that I actually have available is Indrik. It's so far away. If he attacks with this, I may actually block it with the Blade Instructor. Like, okay. I'm really okay with that. It's, it's a card, okay. Unicorn. Unicorn not as good as I thought. It's like... Being a 2/2 is such a downside. But yeah, the problem is like if he has mana open and I attack with it, he can just pump this and kill it. I still think I have to play it right now. I don't want to use limited spawns yet. It's like wow. He's out of cards. So he had a really low value hand and he's used it all. But he can mana sink into Veiled Shade and just start killing me if I don't get stuff. Alright. I think what I have to do here is Bonds on the Shade and then next turn Indrik on the Child. Just doing nothing with my mana right now is just so shitty. Like that's not reasonable, I don't think. I really like that he's out of cards. I do need to draw more stuff, like the Indrik isn't going to be able to go through the wall. Camaraderie's nice, I guess. Let's see. So Indrik. He probably can count. Oh, he has one card. The reason it's so nice when they're out of cards is like, well, maybe he has a counter, but it's just like, yeah, maybe he does, but he's got one card. It's not like he's got 5 cards in his hand where it's like, yeah, he probably has a counter. It's just like, unless he top decks. He's just been top decking and playing stuff, so. So I will play Camaraderie next turn for sure, if he doesn't kill any of these. If he manages to remove one of them, I think I would need to have a pretty dead draw to play Camaraderie. Oh, god damn it, dude. Well, I'll drop Flower Flourish. Like, it would be nice to have it, but I'm not going to give up Camaraderie. The problem with this is going to keep hitting me. Loxodon, so here's what could happen. I play Loxodon to try to get more value next turn on Camaraderie, but then he disinformation campaigns and makes me discard Camaraderie. So I have to just do this here. It will also allow me to attack and kill the wall if he well, there you go. He either takes 5 or loses his wall. I think he's going to take 5. Interesting. And so now if he does this, I don't really care. I think I'll just drop Righteous Blow, but he doesn't even do that. Okay. A little bit annoying. Like, I think this is not like, I think I just attack and use Righteous Blow to kill that. That's my assessment here. Because I'm just gonna replace it with a Loxodon, basically. Oh, he's just gonna let me do it. Okay. Get my value cards out of my hand as fast as possible so I don't lose these. I mean, he's really reaching. All that Surveil is pretty valuable though. He can... surveil enough and you're eventually going to find your really good cards. Then again, I haven't seen anything too scary from his deck. We're going to use Prey Upon on the Phantasm. Never mind. Really annoying. Okay, so Disinformation Campaign is going to hit me again. I just kind of want to empty my hand if I can. Unfortunately, Prey Upon isn't looking so good anymore. Then again, what I might want to do is just like do it so I can trade these guys out, and then attack with this and use Righteous Blow to kill that if he doesn't block. I'm trying to think. Let's just attack. These are both no, this is a sorcery. Fuck. Well, I just fucked up. So Prey Upon won't kill this is the problem. If I do this, he will just do that, I think. Alright, interesting. So if I don't use this now, like, I'm gonna lose one of these cards. So do I want to do that or not? This is gonna grow again when he plays this, right? Or no, it doesn't surveil. Let's fucking do it, I guess. I don't know. Or I can lose this and keep this. It at least buffs the Pelt Collector. Well, that's a pretty nice draw for us here. No reason not to do that. This just lets us attack with everything. He might have a counter ability here, but it's like we just have to use our cards every time we get them now because we can't risk getting Disinformation Campaigned. If he does counter this, it's not the end of the world. Okay. It can still attack, but like clearly our attack plus lifelink is better than his. Okay, that's annoying. Fortunately, all he can do is kill the Pelt Collector. He can't take out the Loxodon. But he does, you know, he's getting that back. But so we just have to play our card every time we get it now. To avoid getting hit by that over and over. And really good for us that he had to not only... You know, if he had been able to keep the Whisper Agent alive after that, it would have been kind of scary. But this is... Okay, that's a good draw for him. Because now we actually cannot attack anymore. Even with our flyer, we can't attack. We need to draw removal now. That's not removal. We do want to keep this Plains though. Because wait, let me think about this. He's going to use this either way. So it's better to have him discard the Plains than it is to have him hold the card. If I play the Plains, he's just not going to use it. But now he's going to use it, and he has to surveil again to be able to get it back. So this is just a little bit better, I guess. I don't necessarily want to always be forced to be playing every card I draw right away. Though I don't really see much situation where I wouldn't play right away. If I draw removal, I'm clearly going to use removal. And this is starting to look quite bad because if we don't draw something quickly, he's got a few turns to kill us. Fuck me, dude. Okay, I'll just hold that to pretend like it's something, but clearly it's not. There's just no point in racing here, but my plan next turn is to chump block this with a hawk, so I might as well attack with a Loxodon while he's all down. Because I'm just not going to block with it. Like, I'm not going to chump block the Dowser. What? Does he have a way to kill the... Oh, okay. I don't see why he had to do that, but okay. So he mostly did that, I think, to get his campaign back. The shitty thing with this is, it lets him draw a card. Like, maybe I should have had him hold it. Oh, he's even got a way to let me not jump block. Okay. So I was saying, I don't want him to hold it, but actually, maybe I do. Because perhaps he would just play it for the card draw anyway. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I'm just never gonna draw anything. So yeah, I want to try to make him hold it if I can, because I don't want him to keep trying. He's gonna win if he just. I mean, he's already drawn so many cards. He probably won anyway. Okay, that's really bad for me. And this is a position where I don't actually think I can win anymore. Most of my draws are just gonna be like cheap creatures. I've got that enchantment that won't do anything at this point. This lets me chump block one time. It will prevent us from dying next turn, but that's it. Okay. I was thinking we prevent ourselves from dying and we at least have one dude on the board still, but no. I mean, I could draw, like, no matter what I draw, the Watcher is probably going to, like, if I draw removal, okay, this doesn't kill it. It's just like, so this lets me chump block for one more turn. I might as well do it. I mean, maybe he can counter it. Yeah. Well, that was terrible. The deck wasn't very good, I guess. There wasn't a lot of luck. There was some flooding. We got unlucky a few times, but ultimately it was just either me not playing well or the deck being terrible. So we went 0-2. I've been hearing that Celestia is really weak, and hey, stream meter. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I've been hearing Celestia is pretty weak, and I just wanted to try it, but it is really weak. Let's do a quick draft, and then that will be it. I don't even know if I'll finish the quick draft, but I'm going to do it. It'll be Dominaria again. I'm actually a little bit more familiar with Dominaria than I am with, because I've done it more. Okay. Some really good options here. Daring Archaeologist is actually really, really good. In Bullet's Clutches, I think is good. It's pretty expensive, but you're basically just stealing a card. Whisper is usually good. I think I'll take the Archaeologist probably. He's a card that can keep growing. You kind of have to build around him, but it's pretty easy to do that in Dominaria. I've never seen this card. Exchange your life total with her power. Oh, so she can just like, if you have a lot of life, you can just make her kill them, basically. I have to think that's what you take here. It is very expensive, but like, it's also very strong. Blessed Light is also really good, but I think we got to take win conditions. My deck always ends up just not having the right win conditions there. It's pretty good for a 1-drop. The thing is, like, are there better cards in here? Fiery Intervention is really good. We need to have removal available. The thing is, white-red I don't think is a lot of synergy. I don't know. I don't think the bodyguard's that good. I'll take Fiery Intervention. The Honor Guard isn't very good. Spine Construct, I might want to play this just for the Archaeologist synergy. Skin Witch is good. I'll take the Construct. Short Sword is sort of okay, but not really that good. I'll take it again for the Archaeologist synergy. Nothing too good here. This is like okay for ramping sometimes. This is expensive. I have an expensive bomb. Again, synergy. I don't want to take all my cards based on synergy for one card, but those choices were all pretty bad anyway. These are also pretty bad choices. I mean, I might be splashing red, so you just think about like, it's really not a good one though. I don't know, I just don't see anything very good here. I'll just... The Elephant really isn't good, but none of this stuff is. Jesus, there's a lot of these. Navigator's Compass is terrible. I'll take the Wanderer. These are like just really bad, really bad cards here. Well, we got some good stuff early on, but that was some really bad stuff later in. In Bullet's Clutches again. Double blue though, I don't like that. Cloud Eater Sphinx is nice. This is an okay card. This would be worth splashing blue for. if we got enough other blue cards. We're already considering splashing red. This would allow us to keep getting back our equipment and artifacts, which we have a decent amount of, but it's not super strong. It would give us more reason to splash red, but splashing red for fire intervention is not it's not a terrible idea. It's just we might even just be white red. That would be fine. I'd rather be white blue, I think. Just a sec. Yeah, I don't know. Shiv and Fire. Okay, so we're rewarded for that choice. The Shiv and Fire is just really good. Gideon's Reproach is okay too, but Shiv and Fire is better, I think. The Candle's okay, it's a bit slow. Gideon's Reproach, probably. I do have to make sure I have enough creatures. We have a lot of equipment and shit. This is pretty good synergy with what we have. Let's go with this. I don't want to end up in a situation where I don't have a lot of good creatures and I have to play really shitty creatures all the time. This is a pinger. I don't think that's worth splashing for. Double black. Eviscerate, however, is worth splashing for. It's just red, white with black splash. It's fine. I don't think the wand is any good, honestly. Skizik. It's okay. It's just like this kind of card is I don't know how much it fits what the deck is doing. It's hard to say. I think I'll take it this way. Unicorn is okay, I guess. Knight of Malice is really good. Candle might be worth taking though. Like, how much black do I want to splash? It goes really well with white. I could just be black, white, red. Yeah, I guess. Cabal Paladin synergizes with all the historic stuff we've got going. This is pretty good though. I can get the Archaeologist back, for instance. But then again, if you get him back, like, you have to keep buffing him again. It's kind of weak. We're kind of light on card draw, but I don't know. I'll just take this. Fungal infection, sure. Skin Witch would be really solid too, but I think fungal infection is a little bit better. This is all just like not good. I don't know if I want to run two of these, but Divest is okay. It's just that it's a card, like card for a card, basically. God, another one of these. Do I have a Radiating Lightning yet? Yeah, I already have. I'm not going to run two of those. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Huh. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Um, this is also quite good in our specific deck, I think. This is good too. I'm gonna go with this though. Like, we can equip, what's her name? I forgot what her name is. We got a legendary, this lady. We could equip her with it for cheap, and she's flying. We've got a few. Let's just grab that. Whatever. It's a win condition, right? This is another target to equip the sword onto. It helps against aggro, I guess, a little bit. Blessed Light is really strong though. Tricky. I think we have enough removal. Let's just take that. Torgar coming up again. Fire Intervention, I'll take another one of those. Fraley's is really good, but we're not going to go green for it at this point. Another Trapper. Yeah, this is a pretty solid late game kicker, but I think I'll take another Trapper maybe. The Glider, I think I like the Glider actually here. Confessor is okay. This card can really like mess you up sometimes. It's like Chronicler is really good here actually. It can mess you up because it hits you really hard, and like you end up in a situation where it takes your life down and it summons a big thing, but then if they can remove that big thing and hit you, you're in a bad spot. And I've had it too many times where I have to play it. Like, if I don't play it, I'm gonna die, and then I play it, and then I don't get enough creatures stuck down. And I think I'd rather just have a creature at that point. We probably have too much equipment. I have to be really careful not to run too much of it. Because if I just have a bunch of equipment and no creatures, you just throw a bunch of equipment down and you die. I'm just taking out the shit that's like, I just don't want to play it. Yargle, I don't really like it. Where's that sword? Equipping the sword onto Yargle would be pretty strong. But like, would it just be better to have a Partick Wanderer? Maybe. I don't know. I just think a 9/3 is such a like shady stat line. Actually, I'd rather have the sparring thing than the sword, probably. It's at least a creature with an upside. One more cut. 2 trappers. I don't think I need the Power Stone Shard either. Like, I don't have that high of a curve that I need to ramp that badly. Do I have enough historic stuff going on? because I've removed a number of them. I think I have enough. Let's go. The mana could be tricky, for sure. We have the red splash is like mostly removal, and some of it is removal that we want to play early, like Shivan Fire. What's our real early plays that we want to get down for sure? Is like Knight of Malice, we want to play early. The Trappers are good early plays. I think it's more important to have Swamps than Mountains early. It's just that if we don't draw red at all, it just turns out really bad because we need Shivan Fire, and we want to play this early too if possible. 17. Let's just keep that. We can kind of, I don't know, you can't really adjust it on the fly. You can, but you end up being like, okay, well, just based on what happened in one game, how much do you really know? With how much of it was just variance, or how much is like, oh, you really need more land. On a low curve deck like this, I think having 17 lands should be fine. We could play Unicorn on turn 2 with this, but keeping a hand with just 2 lands is so sketchy. If we drew a Swamp, we could get the Knight out. I'm gonna mulligan. It's not really any better, is it? Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it. I don't want to mulligan on the 5. Yes, we need to keep the land. Unfortunately, it's I don't think I regret doing the mulligan though, because I think it's still the right decision to say, like, look, we don't have enough stuff that we can play, and we might not draw lands. It's just really unfortunate when you see that and you do it, but you still draw back into another hand with no land. And so he might be kind of aggressive too, judging by that. Hopefully he doesn't play. Okay, good. We got lucky. He didn't have another play over that. So, if I block here, I think I just block here. The problem is I don't have another play next turn, but like, he might have a combat trick. I don't have a historic spell. Let's take the hit for one time, I guess. Are you shitting me? I can't remove this at all. Oh, it's an artifact. Can I kill it with this? Hopefully. This is an instant at least. So if he plays a historic card next turn, I'm going to take a shitload of damage. I wouldn't chump block it anyway because it has trample. I might as well just attack. I think I can kill it with Fire Intervention on my next turn. I think. Because I think it counts as an artifact. Even though it's an artifact creature, I think it's still an artifact. can't untap it right now. I'm in a good spot, but the likelihood that you can untap is pretty high, I would say. The fact that he drafted that card, it's worth building around. Okay, there he goes. So yeah, he's gonna hit me really hard here. Oh, and it has hexproof now. Oh my fucking god. So I don't think I can... There's nothing I can do, basically. I can kill the Curator's Wand, which is just absolutely awful. And it will, Oh no, I don't need to do that. Okay, yeah, come on, dude. Are you shitting me? So it has flying now, too, okay. So in order to kill this, I have to use Fiery Intervention on the ward to remove the hexproof, and then I could kill this. Let me try something. No, I didn't target that. What the fuck? Alright, I'm just gonna concede. I swear I didn't click on that Navigator's Compass. It just, like, did it. Maybe what happened was it decided that because the thing was hexproof, those artifacts on it were no longer targetable. Oh, those were enchantments, not artifacts, right? Yeah. Because it was a ward, I thought it was an artifact. So it decided the only artifact on the field was the compass, so it just automated it. I really didn't want to use that. I was dead anyway. I know he had to play another thing to untap it again, but I had such a bad hand and he had like the optimal one. This is good. So, Knight of Malice on turn 2, Trapper turn 3, Archaeologist turn 4. I'm trying to remember why I kept charge in my deck. I think I should have cut that probably. It's like I just forgot to cut it. I'm sure I have something better I can play. He's probably just gonna ramp with this. I have a really good curve out, so that should be something. I don't have anything to buff this with yet, but I should be able to draw it within the next few turns, I would assume. Like, I've got 2 more draws. Or 3, I think, even. Alright. Was that really worth doing? I still have first strike. Is he serious? Oh, wait. Why couldn't I... Oh, it has Menace. Okay, yeah. Menace. Interesting. Alright. So... If I don't attack... I can block it, But then he can choose which of these to kill. I think it's worth doing that. I don't think the only thing I worry about is a combat trick, maybe. But I'm happy to trade one of these for 2 of his cards, if he wants to play it like that. The only downside right now is that I wish I would have had a charge available for when he attacks. I could, or no, it doesn't make a difference actually. He can't attack, because with Menace, even with Menace, the first strike damage will come in first and his dude is gonna die. And I didn't want to attack here because, like, he can block, he can jump with the construct and block and buff his prospector, so then I can't first strike it anymore. Or no, I could still first strike it, but I don't know. I'd rather just have a 1/1 that he doesn't really want to. So next turn, I just throw this down to buff the archaeologist. Okay, what? Why would you do that? So he gave up his card, his buffed guy, to ramp for 1 mana, just to put this out? That doesn't make any sense, does it? How good is a charge attack here? We have to play this first. Oh, we get the tap a dude, yeah. I like that. Forgot we even had that. So if we attack now, he thinks he gets a good... He doesn't get any trades, honestly. I just attack. He just does that to buff his flyer. This is... I'm gonna charge now so that he doesn't get that. So, if we get a land next turn, we can play the Wanderer and tap the Sentry again. With 7 mana, we can equip the sword onto somebody. Okay. Menace. Nice. He's not necessarily going to win this race, but it's sketchy because, like, well, I can't block anyway, so I just attack. Oops, I didn't mean to. Fuck, I double clicked instead of single clicking. Oh my god. That could have been another... That was, like, really important to not fuck up. Kind of. I don't think he's winning this. Or am I missing something here? So that's a pretty good pickup. We attack with everything and we do 7 damage. He jump blocks and we do 7 and then we kill him with this. He has no mana, so that's what's going to happen. To go to sleep. So that worked out okay. We really need a good curve. It feels like with this deck. I might need to really think hard about my mulligans when we have mediocre opening hand. Because we have some really powerful 2-drops, like the Knight and shit. And this doesn't really synergize with our deck very well, does it? But I think it's good enough. So 2 lands again, a 1-drop and a 3-drop that don't need certain colors. But I like, again, I don't think we can keep this. This is just a 1/1. Very sketchy, but I'm going to keep this. We're very likely to draw a Plains. I think we toss that. We want to draw a Plains. We want to draw, there we go. Let's show the swamp first, just so he thinks we're more black. We can, if he's aggro, I'm going to play this game, which is a 2-drop. Okay, so he's ramping. I think I'll hold the Skin Witch. If he's ramping, I think the game's going to go later. Okay, cool. So we're going to play the Glider here. Glider or Trapper? I think the Glider is better in this situation. Or, no, let's do the Trapper because then the Glider triggers this tap effect. Whereas if we play the Glider first, then we don't get it. Well, we don't get to use this ability. So that ends up paying off a little bit. Because this is still going to be able to attack me. Although, it's going to, if I, oh no, 2 dudes have to block it. So it would become a 2/4 if I block it. Let's just do this. He's never going to block that, yeah. I'm just like, this is going to put the pressure on me for sure. The thing is, I've already got damage on him, and this is putting more damage on him than he is. I don't have a way to profitably block it, really. I could double block it, but he could kill either of these if I double block. Though I might decide to do that. Oh my god, really? This card is a fucking menace. So I need to draw removal, basically. This has to be blocked, because if I don't block it, it's hitting me for 10. So what I really want to do, I guess, is just chump it with my most unimportant thing, I guess. Which is going to be like another Trapper, I guess. And I can't attack anymore either. I could play this just down, but I think this is a 6-drop next turn if I draw the mana. Although, no, this is a 6-drop, right? I think I just need to get another Jumper down. His hand's going to be empty probably soon anyway. Might as well attack with the Glider, I guess. That extra damage might or be important. I don't really want to block with that anyway. So playing this allows me to jump this here, and then I could double block the Cyclops with my Trappers, which I think is worth doing at this point. If I draw a land next turn, I feel okay, because I can lifelink, start attacking with lifelink. If I don't draw a land, it's really sketchy. If I draw removal, it's good. Although, no, if I draw red removal, it's not good because I don't have a mountain. He's thinking really hard. Maybe rage quit and I'm gonna win. Probably not. Maybe he disconnected it, actually. I don't know. I don't think it's... I don't see this situation as... Okay, I guess he's here. I guess he was thinking about double blocks and stuff like that. Please draw. I think I just want to draw a land here. Removal... Eviscerate would be a good draw, I suppose. Just... Oh, never mind, he's got every ball in his deck. Well... Maybe I haven't done the math yet to see how good I am at surviving, but... we can squeeze no extra damage in here, actually. I mean, I tap that, I guess. Oh, I get to do it twice. Interesting. So, what's the chump blocking looking like next? This is going to hit me for 7 no matter what, so I don't need to chump block it. I just need... This is 5, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's going to hit me for 11, but then I'm going to get to attack for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need to save 1 chump blocker, that's it. He might have a buff, but to win, actually, I need to put as much damage down right now, I think. This is 5 this turn. And then if he all attacks again, I'll do 9. So it's only 14. Maybe I draw some damage. I don't know. I think I have to do it this way. I suppose I can... Well... This can get extra damage if I switch my life out with it, I guess. He's trying... This is a tricky math situation. If he has removal, I think I just lose, but... That's all he's doing, really? I think I win then, because I just swap... Maybe he has removal, but... I just swap the life here. And then kill him. Then again, if he has removal, you would want to wait until I swap the life, and then just kill it. Make me use my mana and everything. The fact that he didn't attack with the Thorn Elemental, to me, indicates that he has removal, and he's just gonna... He's deciding if he wants to kill it now, or wait until I sink the mana into it. Much less likely to have the removal now that he's got 1 card and 3 mana. What? So if he had attacked with this, I would have been down to... I think he just like misplayed or something, right? Maybe he has a spell to... I mean... There's no way I win here if I don't just go for this. So, we go for this, right? Do we just all attack? I don't think so. These won't make a difference as far as I'm aware. What? Did I miss something here? Why did that attack the Cyclops? What the fuck? What happened? It doesn't have flying. Oh, I'm retarded. Okay, I thought this had flying for some reason. Okay, so I guess I lose. Jesus Christ, man. Man, that's brutal. Okay. Am I dead? Perhaps. Should I kill? Did a double black grunt maybe? I don't think it matters that much. Yeah. I don't know how the picture on the card made it look like it was flying. I didn't actually read the card. So that's nowhere near as good as I thought. I thought it was like insanely good card because it had flying, but yeah, not having flying is kind of a deal breaker there. So I guess I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.